Alright, this lesson is on simplifying rational algebraic expressions. So basically it's going to have variables in it, and it's going to be a fraction. That's what a rational algebraic expression is. Another way to put it is it contains a variable in the denominator. Okay, so I guess technically if it was x over 3, debatable whether or not that's a rational algebraic expression, but certainly when there's a variable in the denominator, it is a rational algebraic expression. So let's simplify one of these and figure out the steps to getting it right. Before we do that, let's review some of the methods of factoring we've learned in this class. You can pull out a GCF, you can factor the difference of squares, factor the difference of cubes, sum of cubes, X method, and grouping. Keep that in mind. You need to know how to do all of those factoring methods before proceeding to this lesson. So if you need some review, go back and watch some of my videos, review that. Here's our first example. We have simplify 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x minus 3 all over 4x squared minus x minus 5. Let's see if I can make that a little bit bigger. Okay, so simplify means we want to take what we have here and make it as short and as simple as possible. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Any ideas on what you might do to simplify this? First of all, no, you cannot cancel anything out because of these pluses or minuses. Always remember that. You can only cancel stuff once we have multiplication or factors. So guess what? That's what we're going to do to start out with. We're going to factor. So this says completely factor, right? So we need to make sure we're factoring all the way. Now we've learned in this class that when you have 4 terms, you typically use factor by grouping. So we're going to pull out an x squared from the first 2 terms. And since this is minus, we're just going to pull out a minus 1 from the second 2. Alright, once that happens, then this factors down to 2x plus 3 right here, and then x squared minus 1 right here. If you notice, though, this is a difference of squares, so this will factor down again into x plus 1, x minus 1. Okay, we haven't dealt with the bottom yet. So the top will be 2x plus 3 times x plus 1, x minus 1. The bottom we will factor using the x method because it's 3 terms. 4 times negative 5 equals negative 20 on top. Negative 1 on bottom, the b coefficient. 2 numbers that multiply to give you negative 20 and add to give you negative 1 are negative 5 and 4. So I'll break my middle expression down into plus 4x minus 5x. I am going to put the plus 4x first because it pairs better with 4x squared, as does the negative 5x happens to pair better with minus 5. And then we will pull out a GCF of the first 2 terms, which is 4x. GCF of the next 2 is minus 5. So there's pulling up the GCF. And when we do that, we're left with x plus 1 in each set of parentheses. So now we have x plus 1 times 4x minus 5 on the bottom of our fraction. And here is our fraction completely factored. Alright, so what do you think you're going to do next? Well, you can see we have 2 common factors here. Now that everything's being multiplied, no pluses or minuses between these factors, we can go ahead and cancel those x plus 1s. So our next step is to cancel common factors. And then we are now left with 2x plus 3 times x plus x minus 1 on top and just 4x minus 5 on bottom. Now, depending on your instructor or the instructions you're reading, you may or may not want to multiply these 2 terms back out. Now the reason you would is because you're going to end up with 3 terms once you multiply 2 binomials. The reason you might not want to is because some teachers, some books, whatever, like your final answer to be factored. So it just depends. Alright. If they do want you to multiply it out, go ahead and multiply out those remaining factors. So I'm just going to re-multiply out what I have left over on the top and combine those 2 terms in the middle. And my final answer is going to be 2x squared plus x minus 3 over 4x minus 5. That's going to be my final answer. If, of course, you multiply those 2 factors back out, which I kind of agree with it because you only put 3 terms on top instead of 4. You have 2 factors you had with, but basically that's 4 terms total. Alright, so that's our final answer. You can see we started out with something quite complicated and end up with something simpler, which was the whole goal of simplifying this fraction. If you have any other questions about simplifying rational algebraic expressions, let me know.